Okay, I hope you can hear me and see me. It's dark outside, but we doing this. You know what? If you can't, you'll never see this. So, woohoo! Anyway, so today is my afternoon to not go out with a 2-year-old. So her daddy's putting her down, and I went to the bookstore. They didn't have what I was looking for, which was the floppy second book in the Grace of Kings book, because I can't read the UK bindings, which are the ones I really like, so I'm trying to find the floppy American editions. My hands are really bad and I can't hold that type binding open. They didn't have it, sadly. They did have Kingdom of Liars, which I have been... This exact copy has been at that store for months, and I've been... You know, every time I go, I pick it up and look at it. So I was like, fine, I've had a bad day and I want to treat myself. I also somehow found the new covers of the Graceling, the first 3 books in the Graceling series. These were on sale, on clearance. I'm very shocked because they were also in the young adult section for full price. So I've been wanting to reread the first 2 books in the series and finish it out, but I wanted the pretty new covers because I love those. So now all I have left is to get the 4th one, and I believe there might be a 5th one. I will research that and get back to you. So that's it for the books. I got a few other things, mostly stuff for my toddler, but I also got a tablet pillow. I looked into this at Aldi for like $6. It's technically a child's pillow, but I am but a large child. So I got this to put my Kindle on. Maybe for Christmas or in a few weeks, I'm gonna buy the clicker that you can put on your Kindle, and that will help me read a lot better, especially when my tendonitis and stuff is really bad, because I have that in both hands now, which is delightful for me. But that's it. I also this morning got 2 ARCs. I have Presents by Ben Alderson. I think that's close. I got that from St. Martin's Press. And I also got approved for an ARC of the new Wayward Children's book, which I'm not going to say the title of because I will say it wrong, because I haven't quite figured it out. I always get them confused. But that came in today, so I'm ecstatic about that. I can't wait to read that. So I'll probably actually read that this weekend. I'm not going to lie to you. And I will have up a short review, or even maybe a full review of that when a little closer to release date, which I think is in sometime next year, maybe January or February. Either way, I have the arc of it, so I'll give you my thoughts. I love that series. Some are stronger than others, and this one in particular really strikes my fancy, so I'm excited to see how I like it. But that's it for this evening. I didn't really get a lot of reading done today. I had a bad day. It was a bad pain day, and I had my toddler help for a lot of it. So she's at that age where she really wants mom's attention, so it was a busy day. But that's it for now. I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye. So, just a small update. It has been a morning, but I have got some reading done. I actually started Book of Gothel like I intended to, and then in a sitting I read almost half of it. It is very much not what I expected. It's very more historical literary feeling, but it's got this ominous atmosphere to it. I don't know if it's because of the fact that it's a Gothel retelling, or if it's just the setting and the magic and environment that we're dealing with. But it has it's a very vibey book, as people would say. I'm not hating on that. Today is the perfect kind of day for that, for me. I'm just low energy, so vibes are great. but I have read a huge chunk of this, but it's also Monster Mash this weekend. So, pause for car to pass. Hopefully it's not too loud. I am going to have a small stack of things I want to read for Monster Mash, almost all of which are electric. Electric? What the? Okay, boomer. Almost all of which are ebooks. And I think most of them are novellas, romance, monster novellas. I have a manga on there. And then I have the one full-length novel. I think I mentioned it in my reintroduction video, the Witcher book. So I'll probably start that tonight. I don't know if I'll do it today, like during that day, but I might start it tonight. We are taking my daughter trick-or-treating at a nearby historic town. They are having a huge thing, and they have, excuse me, some trained actors dressed up as the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus, which is very exciting. So we're gonna walk up and down that street. I might try to get some B-roll of that. And I think Beanie will really enjoy that. She's been wanting to trick-or-treat for weeks now, and we have some pumpkins to decorate. So, but that's it for this update. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye. It's another car clip. I swear I didn't intend to do a bunch of clips in the car, but yeah, here we are. I thought I would do a quick reading update before I go back inside the house. My husband is giving little girl a nap. She had a very big morning, and it's much later than she normally naps, so she'll probably be up very soon. And I just got back from the grocery store getting some last minute groceries. But as far as reading goes, for Monster Mash, I have finished 2 books. I finished Trick, I believe by Shay Sanders. This one was just more Halloween themed. Just a cute romance novella, and it was the wrong time for me to read this one. I think I have to be in a mood for books like that, and I was just not in a mood for it. Also, towards the end, they're having the sexy times, and she tells him that he can come inside her because she's not ovulating. And I just, while I realize you can't get pregnant if you're technically not ovulating, that stuff like varies cycle to cycle and woman to woman, and like unless you're like doing some really in-depth shit, I don't know. I was just like, that's a dicey game. That's a dicey game. And it just really pulled me out. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't in it to begin with, but that just made me go, yikes, but yikes. Like, I'm not gonna yuck on your yum, but I'm gonna be a little concerned. So that one was not great. And then I read the Hellmouth Guardian's Lover by Adriana Herrera, who normally I adore Adriana Herrera, and I actually really did enjoy the first half of this until they go out on the mission. They're sneaking into this secret party, and mid-mission they have to stop and have the sexy times in a garden full of monsters that want to eat them. I just feel like that's a flawed plan. I feel like that's a flawed plan, and that's a big pet peeve I have with romance novels, especially those that have like a faster plot, where you're going somewhere to save somebody, to do a thing, and it's important, and then you stop to have sex. I'm like, no, no, that's just really, what little tension would have been there is just completely broken and shattered. Like, there's no tension. That's not cool. That's not cool. Anyway, so those weren't great for me. I think I gave the Hellmouth Guardian's Lover 3 stars, and Trick I gave 2. So far, not the best start to Monster Mash. I have 5 Seconds Before a Witch Falls in Love to read. I'm going to read that when I get inside and sit down after unloading the groceries. And then I'm going to probably, if I have time, which I highly doubt, because a little bit will be up soon, I'm going to start the next Witcher book. And then, that's the only thing on the table. I'm still reading Gothel. I haven't read any more of that. I'll probably work on that tonight. But that is it. Oh, excuse me. I'm also tired. Except I don't get a nap. But that's it. That's it for this update. And I will see you guys again soon. Editing Sarah here. I was putting together the clips for this vlog and realized that I somehow had deleted the clip of me wrapping this vlog up. So I'm gonna try to do that real quick. There is a cat at my feet. I apologize. So for final wrap up, my family all got very, very ill after we took my daughter trick-or-treating. Possibly COVID. Our tests are all over the place. But it knocked me and my husband both off of our feet. My daughter also got very sick. She seems to have perked up, and both my husband and I are feeling better. We physically have a lot of the exhaustion. We're extremely tired. Trouble breathing, that sort of thing is still going on. But I did read 5 Seconds Before a Witch Falls in Love, I believe, for my final WeekendWeen Monster Mash read, and I really loved that. I really, really loved it. I thought it was really great, perfect, bite-sized Yuri stories. There's nothing spicy, they're very sweet, and its art style is fantastic on it. It reminded me of Cats and Sugar Rolls, which I read last month and talked about on Instagram, but it was a little bit more cohesive. 2 of the stories connect, 1 does not, and they're just about girls falling in love, and I super, super enjoyed that. I think that was the only thing that I read for Monster Mash the past few days. Hold on, and I will confirm. I have possibly COVID brain. I don't remember anything. Let's see. Yes, that was the last thing I read, so I think I only got the 3 books read. That's okay. You know what? I'm still happy to have participated. I thought it was a blast. Wait, it's coming back to me. Black Paradox! How could I forget Junji Ito's Black Paradox? That was the final one that I read for Monster Mash, and that was fantastic. Junji Ito did a fantastic job on this one. It was not my favorite manga that he has done, but it's high on the list. It really, I think, explores the idea of what lengths humanity will go to further the species. Like, what price are we willing to pay to improve technology and improve what we perceive as our way of life. And it follows 4 people who come together for a suicide pact. They meet on a website called Black Paradox, and they come together to commit suicide. But things go awry and things change, and that's not actually what ends up happening. And normally I don't like suicide anything in stories. It's a big trigger for me, but this was only used as a vehicle to get the characters together, and after that it was kind of a non-thing. And it was fantastic. I super enjoyed it, so I highly recommend that. If you enjoy Junji Ito, that's definitely got to be a pickup for you. But that's it. I apologize for the shaky camera and the weird angle, but I wanted to make sure I got this wrapped up. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you've read any of these, what you thought, and how your WeekendWeen went. Until next time, bye!